Welcome back to day 69 of our Edulexis Python Mastery series. Today, we step slightly outside pure Python to master SQL, the language of databases. Understanding SQL is essential for any back-end developer because your Python applications will frequently need to store, retrieve, and manage data. Today, we cover the CRUD operations: create, read, update, and delete, which are the foundation of everything you will build in the future. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Think of a database like an Excel spreadsheet on steroids, capable of handling millions of records safely. When you use Python to interact with a database, you send SQL commands to tell the database exactly what to do. Whether it's a website, a mobile app, or a data analysis tool, the data is almost certainly sitting in a SQL-compliant database like SQLite, PostgreSQL, or MySQL. For today's lesson, we will use SQLite because it's built directly into Python. You don't need to install any external database servers. We will use the built-in SQLite 3 module. Open your IDE and import SQLite 3. We create a connection object, which acts as the bridge between your Python script and the database file. If the file doesn't exist, Python will automatically create it for you once we establish a connection. Before we can store data, we need a structure, which we call a table. We use the create table command. For this example, let's build a students table. We need a primary key, like an ID, and some columns like the name, age, and a grade. Remember, SQL commands are case insensitive, but writing them in uppercase makes your code much more readable and professional. The most used SQL command is select. It allows you to read data from the database. We write select asterisk from students to retrieve all records. The asterisk is a wildcard. That means get everything. This is your primary tool for data analysis and displaying information to your users. We will show you how to fetch these results using the .fetchAll method in Python. Rarely do you want to see asterisk all asterisk the data. Usually, you need specific records. This is where the where clause comes in. Select asterisk from students where age greater than 18 will filter our results to show only adult students. This is how you make your applications dynamic and responsive to user input by querying only the exact data you need at any given moment. Here is a common beginner mistake: writing the insert command but forgetting to save it. In SQL, after performing an operation that changes data, you must call connection.commit. If you don't commit, your changes remain in memory only and will disappear once the script finishes. Think of commit as the save button in your database operations. Information changes. Perhaps a student's grade improves, or their age changes. We use the update statement for this. The syntax is update student set grade equals A+, where name equals Alice. Notice the where clause is critical here. If you omit it, you will accidentally update every single record in the table, which is a common and disastrous mistake for beginners. Always double-check your the where clause when updating data. A helpful tip is to run a select statement with your chosen filter first, to ensure you are selecting exactly the records you intend to change before running the update statement. This simple habit will save you from accidental data corruption throughout your programming career. Sometimes you need to remove information. The delete statement handles this. The syntax is delete from students where ID equals 1 foot. Just like the update command. The where clause is your best friend and your biggest risk. Never execute a delete command without specifying which record to remove, otherwise, you'll clear your entire table. Now let's bring it all together. You don't just run these commands manually, you build Python functions around them. You'll create a function called add_student that takes user input, sanitizes it, and performs the SQL execution. This modular approach makes your code testable, reusable, and much cleaner than writing raw SQL throughout your main script. Real-world database interaction can fail. The database might be locked, or the syntax might be wrong. We wrap our SQL executions in try-exceptor blocks. This prevents your program from crashing if a database operation fails. You should catch SQL3.error and print helpful error messages. This level of robustness is what differentiates an amateur script from professional software. Never, ever concatenate strings directly into your SQL queries. This leads to SQL injection, a massive security vulnerability where attackers can delete your whole database. Always use parameterized queries, the placeholder method. By using this technique, Python handles the formatting for you, effectively neutralizing the threat of injection. It's the only safe way to interact with user-supplied data. To wrap up day 69, we have covered the CRUD basics. Select, insert, update, and delete. Your homework is to build a simple task manager that uses these 4 operations to keep track of your daily goals. Think about what tables you need and how the data will interact. Tomorrow, we will look at how to join tables. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and we will see you on day 70 of the Edulexis Python course.
Thank you for watching. Like if you learned something, share with your circle, and subscribe for more.